Good morning again, everybody. So this is video 2 on a Saturday morning, and yeah, I think they'll both go up today, so I hope you're still having a nice day. I am going to take apart a Flower Fairy book, a new Flower Fairy book that I've just got, and I've just done one, and then I thought, oh, maybe I haven't shown people on film for a long time, over a year, maybe 2. Me taking a book apart. So I'm going to show you how I take my book apart, and then I've come across these tags while I was tidying out, which are a huge digital called I can't remember what they're called now, fabulous tags. Anyway, they're from Junk with Steph, and she has lots of different sets of them. I think, yeah, there's loads of them, and obviously my printer had run out of ink, and I'd left them running because, you know, there is a lot of them, and I don't know, I think I'd put these in the coffee dye pile, and I just unearthed them, and I thought, well, I might as well cut them out and put them on some paper that way and just use them as a template for the tag. But then as I was cutting them out, I quite like what's occurred when I first saw it, because, you know, it does that to my digitals when it runs out of ink. I was like, oh. But now I'm looking at it, yeah, I like it. It's kind of, you know, we distress things, don't we, on purpose, and that's naturally like that. It's distressed itself, if you like. So yeah, I'm a little bit torn actually. I might keep 3 of them, because I'll never be able to do that. Perhaps not those dark ones, I don't know. I'll never be able to do that again, am I? Right, Denise, stop messing with them. Anyway, so what I thought was I'd cut them out and use them as templates on book pages, and then stitch around them, so I've got some nice big book page tags. So this is a new book that I got from eBay. It's called, it's shiny cover, so my light's shining on it. Sunshine and Showers, a Flower Fairies yearbook. It says it had got a magical charm, but I only paid £3 for it, including the postage, so it hasn't got a magical charm, unless it's an invisible magical charm. It's got quite a fancy little doodah on there, though, and it's got my favourite ones on the front, and it's not a book I'd seen before, so I was waiting for it to come to have a look at, to see if it was any good. So it was £7.99 new, look, so but yeah, it's quite nice inside. So this is the one I'm going to take apart with you, but we'll have a quick look at it, shall we? So says, I hope you like this magical charm. Well, I hope whoever little girl got it, her name is in here somewhere actually. I hope she did enjoy it. So we've got spring, summer, autumn, winter, birthstones and horoscopes, and it is, what's it about? A fairy's guide to events and seasons in Flower Fairy land. So yeah, something a bit different. Beautiful pictures again, slightly different sizes of them, which is always good, and then other little bits that go with them, which are quite sweet, aren't they? So like the other book that I've just taken apart, the one that's my favourite, the whole page is covered in images by I nearly said Edith then, Mary Cecily Barker. Okay, and there's lots of interesting things in about garden comes alive with fairies, and they bask in the warm sunshine, things like that. Magical fact, if you hear tinkling sound early on in spring, it's probably not just Lily of the Valley fairy ringing her tiny bells trying to wake you up. Yeah, so lots of lovely things in there, as well as all the lovely Flower Fairy images. Be a fairy friend. Ask around before you throw out old leaves and moss. Does that say ask? It does say ask, doesn't it? Sometimes small animals who really feel the cold like to use it as extra bedding. Oh, I see. Ask them if they want it. I mean, that little apple blossom fairy baby, I've not seen that one before. So yeah, there's a new one for me. Yeah, beautiful images. Well, probably, I mean, some of them, you know, some of these are really the ones I've had over and over and over again. I like the pages actually with this on as well. I'm going to be torn like I was previously with what's on the back. Okay, so this, oh no, let me show you. I've got to a middle. Let me keep my hand in there because that's where I start. So let me just show you then. So we're still in, oh no, we've gone into summer. Things to do, be a fairy friend, sunny thoughts. I mean, even these are nice, aren't they? Best buys at the market. Fairy cakes, petal clothing, dandelion wine. The sunset ball. Remember, make sure you're home before dawn. However much fun you're having, it's not worth being caught. The fairies. The autumn one's a lovely page. Yeah, love that one. That's a Tanya coloured page, I think. Yeah, lovely. So, visit the Wayfaring tree for pretty bags. Wayfaring fairy, I think it was, Wayfair fairy. Warning, be careful, you could be quite happily playing in a pile of leaves when, before you know it, you are surrounded by flames and you realise you're sitting on a bonfire. Yep, the autumn market, autumn gold. Yeah, these are lovely coloured pages. And then winter with the lovely blues. That's my colour. I love those. Winter Wonderland. Yes, I'm really, really pleased with it. Notes and sayings. Christmas. All fairies, remember to take your Christmas decorations by the 12th night. It's bad luck to leave them longer than this. Yeah, I was kind of brought up with that belief. Valentine's Day. Now that's nice, isn't it? Beautiful. Rose Valentine's Day. Notes about your birthday. All fairies believe that having a small birthstone and keeping it close to them or wearing similar colours to their birthstone bring them good luck. Okay, and there's all the birthstones, the spring ones, the colours, the stone and the fairy. So they're nice, aren't they? So what am I? I'm October. So I'm opal, which I know, I love opals. Yeah, I haven't seen my opal ring for a long time actually. I must go look for that. Yeah, opal is my thing. Oh, rainbow. It's not necessarily my colour, to be honest. Although I do sometimes wear a rainbow of colours. And Michaelmas daisy, yeah, I do love a Michaelmas daisy. I love all daisies, so yeah, that's probably okay. And horoscopes. Some people do, some people don't. If it's your thing, that's the back page. They're there. Okay, so let's take this book apart instead of just reading it. So you find the middle of a signature like that and you will see the strings. And I like to bend it well back so that they're stuck out. Well, not stuck out, but you've got a lot of access to them without being too hindered by the book page. Because now I don't mind too much with these because I'm going to use them as single pages. You know, if I nick in there with my blade, it's fine. But sometimes you want to take books apart and you want to use the double page, so you don't want, you know, nicks and cuts. Now, of course, you can put tape and things like that down, and fabric and what have you. But so yeah, find the middle. All books that are stitched like this, I mean, not the glued ones, but all books that are stitched like this have these stitches, some more than others, down them. And if you can just get a blade very gently inside, there's usually two threads, and just cut them, it will just come apart as easy as that. Now you always get a page front and back that's glued, that yeah is often difficult. You know, it doesn't pull out as easy as that. Is that the one? Yeah, so that's glued. It's glued to the previous. Did I not start at the first signature? No. So that one's glued to the front signature. Okay, and once you've taken one out, you'll find you have a little bit more room in the spine anyway. So you only cut through one there and this two. That's it. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, those are the two that are, you know, kind of stuck in to the next one. So let's find the next signature. Have I gone past it? No, I don't think so. And this beautiful autumn one. Oh, the white shows up nice on autumn, look. So give it a good bend so you get those strings. So I put the tip of my blade in and then I go backwards towards, so I'm not using the blade edge, I'm going down with the, come on, I've not bent you back enough, let me just get a bit tough with it. That's it. I think I felt it go round. I'm doing it the other way around now, that's it. So yeah, just get your blade in, but then if you pull it backwards and then go forwards once you get it in. I don't really know how to explain that. So I'm putting the tip in with the blade, pulling down like that till I get more of the blade in, and then I'm pushing back forward again to cut the string. I know a lot of you will say we know, we can say exactly what you're doing, but there'll be one or two people out there who just don't, haven't fathomed it out, or can't fathom it out, or we like to help everybody. That's it, and then just pull. Out they come. Have I got one that's not? Yeah, look, I thought that was giving me a bit of... So what that's been doing, rather than it's been cutting the page, look, which that's what I said, it doesn't matter because I'm going to use individual pages, but if you want full pages, I'll cut them all you get is little pin pricks where the thread's gone through. Yeah, and that one's stuck again. So once you've done them all, you end up with a few pages that are glued to each other or glued to the front and back, and then you just tear those as gently as possible down, or cut them with a knife, depending on, you know, how neat an edge you need. Yeah, some of these pages, the middle ones, have got the images going right across. You know, if I wanted that image particularly, I've got that kind of crease up it, haven't I? Nice paper, I have to say. It's matte paper, and it's a nice weight, not too heavy and not too light. Are you all the stuck in ones? Oh, have I got another signature? No, I've done that one. Have I? Have I done that one? No, I haven't. It must have just had 3 pages or something in, I wasn't counting. But you can see how much easier it is once you've got most of the pages out to get it flat. Was that just a 1-page signature? It was, wasn't it? How very bizarre. So, yeah, I usually just do a little nick at the bottom just to get the page started, and then I tend to just tear it. Did I go through a couple there? I think I might have done. Yeah, I did. Did I? Oh, of course, these are stuck to each other as well, so I'll probably be better that way. Can you see there, I had a little bit of a... Like I say, I could just pull them out roughly because I'm not too bothered about the edge. Oh, that's going into that page. Very nicely. Let's see if I can do it left-handed. That's it. Have I still got a signature in here? I feel like I have. It's a lot of pages. No, it just must have had lots of little signatures, lots of small signatures going on. Did that get you? Kind of. Oh no, you're cutting. So this is the page. Oh, that was very wobbly. I've got my blade out too far. This is a page that's actually stuck to the front of the cover. Oh dear. I'm just going to pull them now. There we go. Yeah, and then you're just left with that on the spine, which, you know, if you want to use your book cover, you could just cut out. It will just, I'll just cut down, I believe. Nearly stuck that in my finger then. Not quite through it, was I? Nearly, but not quite. It's got like, what do they call it? Book material, sort of gauze stuff behind it. That's it. Now we're out. Now I am going to use these books as, you know, make other covers with them. That one will be interesting with a hole in it, won't it? But what I will do is cut the spine out entirely, because that's such a teeny tiny spine, isn't it? Where's the other one that I've done here? I love the inside of this one because it's got that beautiful paper. I'll just cut it down, and then I'll cut the spine out entirely and put a much bigger spine in them. And yeah, I'll show you that, because I'm sure there are people out there who would love to see that in a future video. And we will make journals out of them. Okay, so I've got all my pages now. Now I've been doing that with a lot of my books recently, and either keeping, storing flat, or getting rid of some of the covers, you know, just because books take lots of room up, whereas, you know, I've got 2 books worth of pages there. Put a clip on them and they'll go somewhere and not take much room up at all. But can I find anything that I want to make these tags out of, is the question. So I don't even mind the little page number there. Oops. No. Oh, you're going to fit perfectly. What's on the back? Oh, nothing too much. Okay, so did he fit exactly? Yes. So in theory, I can glue that on there. And then what I'll do is I'll glue them, I'll do a few, then I'll glue them onto a page of, yes. What will I glue them onto? What do I use for backing paper? Coffee dyed paper. Where's my glue book's gone? Glue book, oh, here it is. Yeah, so that they haven't got that white. I mean, you could just stencil or coffee stain or leave the white if it was your kind of thing. I'm so terrible with paper, aren't I? I put it in the glue box for gluing on, and then I see a piece and I think, oh, I might use that for something. Yeah, what am I like? I don't suppose I'll change now. I'm a bit old in me, set in my ways, old in my years. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm learning to live with this glue stick now. So we will have, did I say I'll stitch around them as well? I will. Oh, well, I don't suppose it matters because I'm going to back them. I just thought it would be easier to see if I used the white side. And yeah, you see, that won't slide at all. It's not quite straight here. Let me cut it and see. But it's definitely not gloopy, that glue. I'll say that for it. It is definitely not gloopy. I've lost a fairy at the bottom there, but never mind. You know, it's not glooping up my scissors or anything like that. You'll notice I'm not looking at the front. I'm just cutting it out at the back. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that white bit there. So we'll probably have a label there where it says my. Did I lose his hat? No, it must have been like that on the page. There's a little bit more showing there of the back of the page. That's it. My plant is a special flower. When my white or blue flowers something, know the colour of cooler day, know the cooler days of something are on the way, so it'll be autumn, I guess. So yeah, we'll have to decorate them up to perhaps get rid of some of that wordage. I'm going to keep that little bit. Let's get rid of that glue. That's it. And find another one. Right, I wanted to do 4, but I might. Autumn dangers. Right, let's do some from each different season. Just wondered if I could get that magical fact on with her. Not quite. No, that's a shame. And if I have this young man, who I think will fit on lovely, the little mice here. I'm going to lose her, but that's the way it has to go. So what did I? Yeah, I'm only going to have that little bit there to cover up. So I'm going to go on the bottom here. Of course, I'm sure I could go on and if I tried and find this book again and use the other pages, but this is one of the things with the fairy books. You have to lose some of your images. Right, let's glue this side this time. Put the white side to the top. See how the the dye's coming off on my glue from this. Oh, coming off a lot. I'm having to press hard on it, you see. Yeah, from all the ink on here, from my inkjet printer. Got the dog's teeth in today. Okay, let's see if we can get this one a bit more straight. Oh yes, look, it's come through onto the back. That it'll be all over me as well, no doubt. That's better. Of course, I'm going to have all these little bits of spare pages to cut all the fancy bits out of. I didn't get me. I'm just trying to save that little poem there, or whatever it is. I didn't get my magic tip or my fairy tip in. Cute. I love the little mousey. It's not stuck very well. That's it when it's not trimmed properly. Yeah, they'll look different again on the back with coffee dyed paper and stitched. How long have I been on? Not too long. We're not doing bad. Maybe I can get some coffee dye on them in this video, and then I can put a picture of them up at the end stitched, and maybe with a label on, so you see this. Oh, torn it. Look, that's a shame. I was going to say, is that little piece? Can we get a circle out of it? Although it's a very nice corner piece. Yeah, let's go with a circle though. Save all my little bits. Look at that, that's got a little flower on it. I don't think it'll fit in here. I think it's too... yeah. Let's just cut around it. You never know when you want a bit of a corner flower. There we go. Okay. I did a piece of one of those somewhere, didn't I? Or is that the one? I think that's the one. Oh yeah, the other bit's stuck on the page still. Okay, so spring, we've got spring and autumn there, haven't we? Let's have a summery one. Special events. I wonder if she will fit on one. Let's have a look. Again, that's an image I've not seen before. Maybe I have, but it just doesn't. Wonder if we can get Clover's song in there and just lose a tiny feet. Can you see at the bottom? Let's do that. I think I'm gonna glue on the white side. I didn't like all that colour coming off on the ink and everywhere. And look at it there. It's going to be covered in coffee dye anyway. Yeah, I'll probably glue the coffee dyed paper rather than the purple side of the tags as well, if I remember. I'm sure I will. Well, I will if I do it in this video, won't I? Right, so let's just get that little bit in there. Yeah, that's good, I think. I didn't look what I was losing. Did I not ink you? Glue you, I mean. Dry as a bone down there. I didn't know what I was losing on the other page of this one, did I? No, I'm going to have another nice corner there. Let's keep the corner this time. That's it. Oh, I've glued it on her, haven't I? Oh dear. Oh. Too late. Too late. I know you were all shouting at me, but I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening. Let's see what we've got on the back. Oh dear. It was all going so well. Let's see. Let's see if it was a happy accident. I do that regularly. Well, not regularly, but I've done it quite a few times. Yeah, I just get so carried away with getting it in the right place. I actually don't dislike what we've got there. The white bindweed fairy. So there you go. You could just put them down blind, couldn't you, as long as you're on a fairy somewhere. One more. What did I say? So I still think that might be summer. So we've got summer, autumn, spring, so a wintry one. Don't go into the other book, Denise. Vampire Nights Winter. Got the bat up there. Right, don't let me do it again. Oh, look at him, he's going to fit lovely on there. Don't know about that bit of bat. I'm just going to get a bit of bat wing. Do it on the back, the back. You know what I'm thinking now, don't you? What would end up with December and whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to. Yeah, do it on the bottom corner there. Okay, definitely going to have to try and get this book again, I think, to get use the other sides of the pages. Now I know it exists, I'll be able to do that. No problem. Ooh. And I'm thinking these would be nice in some big lacy pockets. You know, plain in regard to pictures, but lacy, lots of lace. Maybe make a snippet roll and you know, a big fat snippet roll, and cut some pocket pages out of it. No, not pocket pages, pocket pieces. I thought I'd done wrong again then. That's it. Got all the colour coming off now. Right, have we got you? Yes. Thought I'd gone on the wrong side. Okay, let's do it this side and then see what we've got. Now, if I cut across there, I've got a little fairy, yeah, peeking her head up over something, haven't I? So that's a keeper. So I'd see that purple page behind the purple tag. Okay, let me just move my book pages out the way and get rid of the glue. They're just fighting each other. Come on, I know you're from two separate books, but you're friends. Okay, what we got? Yeah, I like it. So, yeah, I don't know about covering up the writing actually. I like the fact that they're obviously from books. I need a piece of coffee dyed. Can I reach anything? I don't think I can. I'm going to have to join a film because I'm going to go get a piece. I won't be a moment. Yeah, so I've got a couple of pieces. I have got in my box here. I've got the box here with everything in it, and I've got the, you know, the paper with the glittery pixie dust shimmer on it. But I don't want everything covered in the same paper. I thought these were so nice, you know, so bright on their own. I think the stitching's going to border them nice as well. So nice on their own that they, yeah, they just want plain coffee dyed behind them. Right, now I said I was going to, let me get a pencil. I said I was going to, this isn't white on the back, is it? I'm going to glue like the page rather than that horrible purple. I need something under it here. Backing paper because it's messed my glue up. I think I've just about got rid of it now, but you can see how hard I'm holding it and pressing. Oh, I did get a little blob off there then. Perhaps I was pressing too hard. Oh, that's it. So yeah, I'll let them dry before I cut them off, otherwise my scissors are going to be in all kinds of a state, aren't they? And yeah, I'll stitch them round and there'll be a picture of them at the end, either at the end of the video or definitely on the thumbnail. Show both purpley ones on here. Do you think I'll get 3? I think I will. If I just glue it all. Did I fold that page over there? A couple of pages under. Just go for it. Just glue it all. It's a bit wrinkly, crinkly there, the paper, so yep, it might make the tag wrinkly, crinkly. Can't speak again. I don't know, but like I say, they're going to be stitched, so we should be fine. Sometimes I like a bit of wrinkle crinkle. I must do, otherwise I would iron my papers, and I don't. So we're going with you, and I don't want you on that pencil mark. You know, I could cut other bits out of the book into tags and not tags, labels and tickets and circles and things, and put them on the text if I really don't like it. But what I'm going to sew them, and I'm going to I'll put some lace or something through the tabs at the top, and then we'll see if it needs anything. So yeah, it's wrinkling up. Like I say, I'm going to stitch them so it's not too bad. Oh yeah, we are wrinkling. Where's my roller? See if that will. Must have had it out somewhere. Oops, don't lose those. Where are you, Mr. Roller? You in the next drawer, maybe. You are. Take those from under. Oh yeah, it's not taking them all out, because obviously quite a lot of the wrinkles are from the coffee dyeing, but it is just taking some of them out, so that's good. Yeah, I forgot, didn't I, that I've got glue on the front. All underneath. You have to wipe your mat now. Yeah, that's flattened them out a lot. There's one more somewhere waiting for us. Yeah, I'll stick you on this. You've got a nice coffee splodge there. So we'll stick you on there. Have you got a white? No, you haven't. Let's see if I can just about there. If I do it in the middle, I don't have to go over the edge. Is it like watching paint dry? That's it. And where did I get to about there? Just get the rest of it off and keep it safe. Put them on there, that's it. Yeah, so I'll let those dry, and then I will, like I say, I'll cut them out and stitch them, and you'll see them very soon. So yeah, it's going to be a second video today, so I will leave it there, and tomorrow will be Scrappy Sunday. We'll be getting those scraps out, and I haven't had them out for a whole week, so yeah, we should have some fun. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching. Talk to me in the comments. I'll be interested in what you've got to say, and I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. Okay, they've dried and I've stitched them, and some other bits that were sitting around there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with them. Let me just push everything into one pile and then I'll show you. So the 4 tags, really pleased with. So I did the 2 darker ones with the black thread round, and the 2 lighter ones with the, probably better in a row for you, are they? Let's see, can I get you any nearer? Yeah, oh, no, this way. I haven't inked them yet, so they want inking. One of them had a bit of a scrappy do, a bit of cotton got caught in my stitching, but I'm leaving it on. It'll go in a junky junk journal, a grungy junk journal. So yeah, I was thinking about putting a label on them, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to celebrate the fact that they are a book page. They will have some lace or something on the top. Lace or fabric, I haven't decided what yet. And I think what I'm going to do is get my stickles, so glitter glue, and just highlight some odd little places on them so that they're shiny. But once I've done that, I'll have to leave them overnight, because yeah, it doesn't it doesn't dry very quickly, and I smear it everywhere otherwise. So the back I've just very lightly coffee dyed. That one's a slightly different one, but you know, so coffee dyed paper that's quite light. Again, I'll trim them off a little bit and ink them round, and they're gorgeous. I really like them. I also made, while I was at it, from 2 of the pieces that were left over. You're probably too far in now for that, aren't you? well, belly bands, I thought, either belly bands or bookmarks, but I've only backed them onto some old book page, you know, rather than something you can write on or what have you. But yeah, I think they'll make nice belly bands or side tucks. So this is the bonfire night one. I know we're a long way from bonfire night at the moment, but we've managed to keep the tip in there about the hazelnut and the beech nut fairy selling the nuts. And then from one of those tags, don't know what I've done with them now, because that was this morning and this is now late afternoon. I took a piece of the purple tag and I just put it over the writing that was, you know, chopped off, so you could only read the beginning of the writing. Yeah, and I think that turned out really well. So that is going to be a nice, perhaps not for this journal, but a nice tag. You can see that it's come from, it hasn't come from that page, but it's got the same beads. What are they? Berries on it. That's the dogwood fairy. Oh well, and this one, the Shirley Poppy fairy. She is very poppy, isn't she? Now, yeah, that one may well go in as a belly band, and I could put lace and things on it if I want to. But yeah, really pleased with how they turned out. And then I said, as regards pockets, because they're so full on, that would just make some lace pockets. So I did sit and have a play at that as well. So what I did, I got some pieces of my lace, and I just glued around the edges and then stitched. I don't know if you can see the stitching on that one. It's got blue on the back and white on the front. Just stitched them so that when they go down, you can still see a little bit through the lace, the pocket that's in it, but you know, they're kind of firm enough to be able to put something down them without it getting stuck on the page. So yeah, really pleased with them. So I did a couple more. I did 2 of that one because I just loved that. It is vintage lace and it does move around, look, on the actual vellum, because it's only stitched around the edge, which is nice. It's glued right the way across the top there. Is that the top or is that the bottom? I've just folded the top over. And that's the bottom. Oh no, that's the bottom, that's the top. They're the tops. Sorry, you can tell by the way you've stitched them, Denise. Yeah, so they're going to make a nice pair in something. This one, which is a piece of like lace curtain, I think, net curtain. It wants trimming off a little bit, but the vellum. And I can't put a divot in it. Well, I suppose I could if I glued it down well. But again, you can see a bit of what's behind it. Try it on a different one rather than the same one all the time. Yeah, you can see those big red berries through it. So that was 3. I did another one. Oh, I did another 2. So I did one on some coffee dyed cream paper. So it's that lovely square kind of, I don't think it's crocheted, I don't know what it is. It's woven, but yeah, so that's another one. And I've done another one on vellum. Yes, some of this lovely, oh, you can see where I've glued that across because it's a thick one. Oh, I'm going to put it that way with the dangles down at the bottom. Yeah, it's doubled over at the top, so something, I don't think these will, but I was just playing, something will go down there. So yeah, some lovely lace pockets. I talked about perhaps using a lace snippet as a pocket, and I made this. So all I did was, as you know, I have a little tub sometimes on my desk, sometimes on the shelf above, and sometimes just with a bit scattered everywhere, with all these little bits in. Mostly lace, but not all lace. So I just grabbed them all into the centre and just stuck them down with a tiny bit of Fabri-Tac, and then you can see I've gone over and stitched them, white stitching on the top. So I can, if I want to, I can cut it up to make smaller pieces with it, but I thought that might make a nice, depends how big we want it in the journal, but that might also make a nice pocket for, not for these, for a really big journal card. I'm thinking, I like these so much, I might use, you know, nearly a whole page, make a real big journal card. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? So while I was there, I sewed, what did I sew? I sewed these from the other day. Do you remember these? When I was tidying my desk, was a piece of leftover masterboard. Which way are we going? We smell the coffee. That I've coffee dyed, and yeah, glued it again because it was stuck up, so they just want a centre piece and then they're ready to go. Lovely journal cards, or we can make them pockets, whatever we want to do with them. Just stitch them because they were near the pile. I didn't get through the whole pile but I did a little bit. And I think this was from the same day, wasn't it? This gorgeous Edith envelope. I'm not going to do anything on that because I just want to celebrate the fact that it is that book page with her address and everything on it. But yeah, stitched it round, which is what I said I was going to do. So that one's done to go into stash. Oh, and I just stitched one of these, not round the edge yet, just across the middle. If you remember, I showed you this quick when I was tidying up, that I saw, who did I see do it? Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and she has got a hashtag if you make them. Oh, she's put them on hashtag paper quilt, and I know Tanya's had a video up since where she's made them slightly different but based on that theme. And yeah, these are what mine are going to be like. I am going to make a cover, like I said, out of mine, so I didn't go around the outside. I want to put a spine in the middle and then cover the middle, and then I will edge around the outside, but I really, really like it. Okay, that's what I've been up to. So I've had a couple of hours with a cat on my knee. I've had an hour doing some housework. I've had an hour at the sewing machine. Done a few other bits at the sewing machine. So yeah, good day. Nice, relaxing. Well, a bit hectic but relaxing day. What shall I show you? What shall I take a picture of for the thumbnail? These, I think, don't you? Just plain shuffle the cards. Don't even know what you can see. Just plain shuffle the cards. And should we put some of these lovely lace bits in as well? Yeah, I love those too. Okay, I don't know how much of that will come on the thumbnail, but yeah, I came on and filmed it anyway, so you've seen them. Okay, have a lovely, lovely evening. I will see you for Scrappy Sunday. Hope you have fun. Bye for now.